Welcome everyone to Mechatronics and Motion Control, Key Insights, Trends, and Innovation, presented by NEXLEVEL Automation. My name is Beth Meeks, and I'm with Modus Labs, who is the sponsor for this webinar. NEXLEVEL is a manufacturer's rep and an authorized partner of Modus Labs. Modus Labs provides a new line of innovative gear solutions for robotics and motion control. Before we begin, I just wanted everyone to be aware that this webinar is being hosted in Texas, where we're having severe weather and rolling brownouts. So if anything happens, we'll send out the recording after the webinar. If you have a question, please enter it in the Q&A section, not in the chat area. Now, I'd like to turn it over to Mike Sutcliffe, the president of NEXLEVEL, to kick off the presentation. Mike?
Thank you, Beth. Hello, everyone. Joe Kornack and I are excited to share a little bit about NEXLEVEL Automation and a few of our valued engineering and manufacturing partners. Then we will discuss a few automation projects in specific industries that we have worked on over the years. Then we'll finish up by sharing some of our trends and insights we are seeing from our customers across multiple industries, where motion control and robotics will play a major role. At the end, if you have any questions, we'd be glad to try to answer them. First, a little bit about NEXLEVEL, Joe and I. Joe and I have been at this for 25 years. We have worked for customers, manufacturers, and distributors of motion control products and robotics. Because we have both been a supplier and a customer of motion control products, we are very much aware of the challenges each face. Unlike most channels, NEXLEVEL is not tied to any one manufacturer. Our unbiased approach allows us to put our customers' needs first. So how does this help our customers? First off, we shorten the time frame from concept to prototype, and second, we mitigate risk. Instead of our customers searching for solutions, we turn to our extensive network to expedite the process of finding the suppliers and connect you directly with experts in motion control and robotics arena. It is common to have our customers on the phone with multiple suppliers, for instance, a motor and drive supplier working together to provide an integrated solution. A very coordinated, collaborative effort. This streamlines the schedule. Project managers love this. Engineers appreciate the in-depth knowledge of the people they are working with. All of this helps mitigate the overall risk, which we all love. Bottom line is our customers don't need to settle when it comes to selecting mechatronic components or subassemblies. We believe out of the gate that a more in-depth approach with our best-of-breed network will greatly improve your machine performance. Lastly, NEXLEVEL's personal commitment to our customers is we will not be outworked, so we'll respond quickly with real solutions. If we don't have one, we will be upfront and point you in the right direction, and hopefully you'll keep us in mind for your next project. I'm going to turn it over to Joe to highlight just a few of our suppliers in our network. Joe?
Thanks, Mike. Outlined here are just 3 examples of some key USA-based manufacturer suppliers that we, NEXLEVEL, have been selectively working with. The first supplier on the slide is AMC, or Advanced Motion Controls. They are headquartered in California and located 1 hour north of Los Angeles. Here we are featuring a supplier with one of the widest power range of servo drive products in the industry, including small, compact, high power density capabilities, such as their latest FlexPro series drive, which is the size of a business card, along with various PCB and plug-in panel mounted versions. A third of their business is standard, a third of their business is modified standard, and a third of their business is custom. Their product range allows customers to select the drive to work with any motor, any controller network, any feedback device, and last but not least, any industry application, including those applications operating in an extended environment. Reliability and performance are high priorities for AMC, and their numbers show it, with 100% product testing, greater than 99% on-time shipments, and less than 0.5% in warranty returns. So how does this help our customers? Unlike most manufacturers of these products, AMC welcomes engineering challenges. They realize most applications may require some sort of modification of a standard product or custom solution. And because they have been doing this for such a long time, their experience and know-how makes this process straightforward and smooth. The next featured supplier is Sierra Motion, based in Northern California and located just northeast of Sacramento. They thrive in the custom motor and motion system design services arena and have a more collaborative approach, working directly with our customer engineering teams with the capability to efficiently move along the customer design process from concept phase to prototype and finally to production build. How does this help our customers? This capability gives our customers tremendous flexibility. Our customers essentially pull the lever as it pertains to what service they need. Engineering design services only, you're covered. Engineering and prototype builds, you're covered. And last but not least, if you need engineering, prototypes, and high volume production builds, you're covered with Sierra Motion. In addition to their extensive experience in motor design, Sierra Motion is well equipped for mechatronic integration projects. For instance, integrating a direct drive motor with gearing to reduce size and weight is not a problem. Difficult environments like vacuum are another example where they have a lot of experience. Other industries include semiconductor equipment, medical devices, aerospace, and precision optical systems. The third supplier to mention in this presentation is Modus Labs. They are an exciting new partner for Next Level as we have been working with them over the last 2 years. Modus Labs is a Texas-based supplier of a new patented technology, a most disruptive and innovative geared solution. How does this help our customers? Well, key design features are lighter weight, more compact, higher torque density, and zero backlash. The end result is a better ROI for our customers. Applications for this technology are unlimited, and Next Level is motivated to keep this technology or get this technology in the hands of product development. Robotic arms and medical devices are just a couple of examples where this highly innovative technology can be applied. What are the Next Level benefits to our customers? Over the many years being in the motion control industry, our select group of suppliers have been working together with us on many customer engineering projects. Our customers reap the benefits of the synergy that we have with our suppliers, and therefore our customers are able to leverage that customer experience and knowledge base to develop and bring their OEM product to market. Now back to Mike and some case studies.
Thanks, Joe. The first industry that I'd like to talk about is the military robots. As you can see on the slide, the robots can also be used for first responders and law enforcement. Very important stuff. We have a lot of experience working with customers to design these robots. Some of the things that Next Level and our suppliers are conscious of when designing these robots are temperature range, environmental constraints like vibration, the movement of heavy weight, and high efficiency to extend the overall battery life. It's common for proof of concept to start with standard drives, motors, and gearboxes. The ultimate solution can be a reduced component count. How? For example, one project we started with a traditional rotary motor and an off-the-shelf gearbox, bearing, and encoder set. The final solution was an integrated package drive motor, gearing, bearings, and encoder solution. This compact solution offered performance and footprint advantages. In addition, we can't forget about our purchasing and commodity friends. This integration offers supply reduction, stocking reduction, and often an overall cost savings. Next example, our customer needed their robot to be as lightweight as possible without sacrificing performance. We started with 4 separate servo drives, each one having its own heat sink. The final design was 2 2-axis servo drive boards without heat sink. So by combining the axes on one board and using the frame of the robot for a heat sink, we were able to deliver on 2 critical requirements given to us by the customer. Our experience in modifying and customizing multiple components to meet our customers' requirements is quite extensive. The next industry example is the warehouse automation using AGVs and AGRs. Why is there a demand for this technology? Short answer is customers want shorter delivery times. So warehouses and distribution centers need systems that provide high speed, accurate picking, and want you to have these goods as close as to major points of sale. It's all about throughput. I know that because I see Amazon coming to my house just about every day. My wife's shopping. Well, there are several challenges and trade-offs when designing robots for warehouse automation. Fortunately, NEXLEVEL has witnessed several robot designs for this industry. Servo drives, motors, and other components are essential to many tasks required for these applications. A few challenges we have helped with. In the past, these bots move from point to point in straight lines. But now they turn corners at high speeds carrying heavy weights, and that has been proven to be much more challenging. How do we address challenges like this? High-speed network communication and component integration are just a couple things we have done to help. On the integration side, a good example is a wheel motor or an AGV may require direct drive motors, gearing encoders, and/or bearing. So a compact engineered solution that packages all these components and helps to reduce footprint is extremely attractive to our customers. It allows them more design space for longer life batteries, additional proximity and distance sensors, and the overall mechanics are shrunk. Because we are under NDAs with so many companies, we cannot get into all the exact solutions. However, like any fast-moving industry, there is some trial and error associated with that. Fortunately, we have the experience and can connect you directly with knowledgeable, experienced suppliers and engineers who've worked on these types of projects. The results are better overall performance, faster time to market, and a lot less risk. The next industry that we have a lot of experience with is the medical and life science. NEXLEVEL and our partners have a significant amount of experience working with these types of customers. Due to their product application environment, these customers are required to adhere to specific, highly regulated design processes involving technical activities and milestones along the path to commercialization, from concept and prototype design to production and market deployment. NEXLEVEL works with our customers to help them succeed. Why are some project challenges we encounter and some of the ways we address these requirements? High reliability is paramount. One example is we have a medical instrument customer who is designing a new platform. We collaborated on the design as it pertains to component selection. We wanted to take the lead on the rest of the design. They built the prototypes and the results were positive. However, due to COVID and other resource constraints, they were behind the schedule. NEXLEVEL was able to bring in a partner who is very strong in the medical and test area. Our customer transferred the entire assembly to them for accelerated life testing. We were able to put the proper resources on the job and provide weekly updates. This was incredibly helpful for our customer, and they are now back on track, hitting their milestones. Some of the other things we help our customers with: utilizing the proper test methods to satisfy FDA guidelines per a specific ISO specification, Kanban and spare parts program, path to cost reduction, connector customization and wire routing, which is a major element and challenge in medical and life science system design, assistance in making sure our customers have a solid submission when FDA approval is required, life testing on all moving parts. Again, this is just a few examples how we mitigate risk. Our goal is to always meet our customers' goals and determine what is the best fit solution for their application. New innovative technologies mentioned previously in the presentation, such as MotorSlab's gearing solution, the Sierra Motion axial air gap motors, and the AMC Flex Pro drives, provide unmatched performance and power while exceeding the medical and life science systems size constraints. We are aware that substantial resources are required for product development, clinical testing, regulatory approval, and commercialization. These are all necessary milestones. Our team of experts in motion control and mechatronics will help you succeed. Now we're going to talk a little bit about some of the insights and trends that our customers have talked to us about in the industry. You know, when I think back many years ago, more than I want to admit, I provided systems engineering help for companies that are working on the Human Genome Project, imaging for women's healthcare, and products to help fight deadly diseases. To me, watching a machine take life, knowing it's helping a customer who is in turn helping people, is the most gratifying part of what we do at Next Level. We see universities and engineering labs continuing to play a major role in how motion control and robotics are implemented in society. They are at the forefront of solutions. One example would be climate change. Universities are actively working on solutions to slow down global temperature increase. Next Level is proud to be helping with these type of initiatives. Some of the trends, one trend we are seeing in the world of robotics is more and more collaboration. Companies teaming up for success. No one company can, quote, do it all. One company can build a great mobile robot to transfer items. Another company can manufacture great grippers to secure an item. And another company can offer great picking and sorting solutions. Next Level is very much on board with this approach. In fact, that is why we are so excited to have built a network of industry experts that are willing to work together to help our motion control and robotic compliance. We also see drones and self-driving cars. Both of these are very exciting, and they will continue to develop these amazing technologies with focus on using the latest technology as it pertains to batteries, sensors, and other components. Cost and government regulations are the biggest challenge before these technologies can see real broad-scale commercial deployments. Robots used to scale up inventory. We talked about this technology in some detail. The more SKUs robots and the associated automation system carry, the more throughput and revenue can be had.
In terms of innovations, just a few things that we are seeing. New technologies, new players increasing, new design concepts, methodologies, supply strategy, new demands. Just a few things are new technologies such as sensors, fluid systems, and MEMS are driving breakthroughs in transportation, autonomous driving, and manufacturing. In Next Level's network of suppliers, they are constantly working on new and improved technologies. These new demands are driving innovative technology, both hardware and software. We will continue to work with our existing network and potentially other new partners to make sure we are at the forefront of these technologies and make sure our customers are aware of them.
On the cost side of things, we have touched on a couple different ways to control or reduce costs. We understand how competitive it is in each market segment. Being engineers does not preclude us from focusing on the overall cost. In fact, my main responsibility in one of my first junior engineering jobs was to decrease our costs by 15% for an entire business segment that was over $10 million within 18 months. Throughout my career in different positions, cost reduction and overall ROI has been a focus. So when it comes to costs, we have your back by expediting the entire process of concept to production and the ability to work with the very best automation people in the industry. We can meet your engineered solutions, exceed your performance, and reduce your overall costs. My email is provided, so if you'd like to discuss potential cost savings in more detail, please let me know. Beth, do we have any questions?
Yes, we do. The first question I have is, have you worked on applications in extreme environments like submerged underwater?
Great question. We talked a little bit about some of the military and first responder, and those robots are seeing salt and sand and all kinds of temperature, from deserts to going into freezers. We've actually provided components and subsystems for submerged underwater applications. As we talked about earlier, we need to deal with the wind, the sand, and large temperature changes. Submerging something requires additional considerations. My first question would be, is it fresh or is it salt water? Regardless, these require some sort of special covering, sealing, IP ratings, and more. And so yes, we have worked on these type of applications, and we'd be glad to discuss in more detail.
Okay, thank you. I have another question. Do you handle safety requirements in automation solutions?
Yes, in fact, we have a couple partners that provide full turnkey systems and machine automation. Anything from like we're typically putting some basic machine guarding that you would see in any end user or shop to actually complete machine builds in very difficult environments. Those machine builds could include conveyors, robots, and et cetera, et cetera. And our partners follow the OSHA and ANSI regulations. So we typically, would send someone in to do a safety assessment first, then have our partners gather the specifications, and then come up with a full proposal on that. So that's the answer. That's my long answer to yes.
Okay, actually, we did just get one more question. In here it says, I think that hydraulics are superior in terms of smaller actuators, but what do you think about the possibilities of hydraulic actuators? After all, will it decline due to electrification?
Well, it's, I think about, my comparison would be, for many years, everybody said, linear motors are the next greatest thing, and they're going to eliminate ball screws, right? Well, there's still a lot of ball screws applications. They still have their place. A lot of people thought servos would be everywhere and there need to be no more stepper motors and stepper drives. And there's still plenty of applications for that. So like hydraulic to electrical, I think it really comes down to the application. As far as footprint, they're pretty, actuators have been, you can right angle the motor, you can do an inline parallel motor mount. There's ways to decrease the overall length of an electric actuator that you're not necessarily going to be able to do with hydraulics. So I don't see that as being a major problem from a footprint standpoint. In fact, sometimes I think hydraulics are a little bigger. So not sure I specifically answered the question, but I think there's a place for both. And if somebody has a specific application, they want to email me or Joe to compare the two or give you a little more technical information on the pros and cons of each, we'd be glad to do that.
Thank you, Mike. I believe there are no more questions, but if for some reason we missed one, Mike or Joe will follow up with you afterwards. I'd like to mention our next sponsored webinar is on March 9th. Rob Mastramati from Sierra Motion will be covering the topic, direct drive motors and precision gearing together provide enhanced benefits to high torque applications. We will be providing a registration link for that webinar when we send out the recording for this one. Mike, any other comments?
Yes, Beth. Thank you for all the work that Motus Lab, you and Kim have done to prepare for this. I'd like to thank everybody who joined us. Joe and I are ready to help. Stay safe and have a great day.
So this concludes our webinar today. I'd like to thank everyone for attending and have a great week.